Hello again and welcome to Ghana Cooks Season 1. After 6 grueling weeks, only 4 contestants are wearing their aprons. Indeed, these contestants have gone through deep waters and faced raging fires, but will they be able to weather the violent storms that are approaching the final stages of the competition?
From all the number of people who entered the Ghana Cooks kitchen, it's just us left. Now it's right there and all I need to do is grab it.
I'm the most confident and powerful cook in this competition. I've survived the heat and the storm. I'm very close to the prize now and I won't give up.
I came into this competition with high hope, but I didn't believe I could get this far. Now I'm confident and I believe I can win this.
I have a passion for cooking. It is what has got me this far. All I'm going to do is continue cooking. I won't stop till the win is mine.
So today we're at the White Sands Hotel and Beach Resort, where the contestants' culinary creativity will be stretched many inches more. All 4 of our remaining cooks are the best home cooks anywhere in the country today, but only one of them will soon be crowned the very first Ghana Cook. So you're watching Ghana Cooks, proudly brought to you by Onga, Mama's Helping Hand, Ileleyi. Ghana Cooks is also supported by Labadi Beach Hotel, Quality Fest and Kuala Shopping Center.
So, the reactions are,
Yes, people are really loving it. So what do you think? It's the same reaction everywhere. It's official. The food revolution is here. Cooks and households everywhere are scrambling for Onga shrimp cubes.
are you there?
Onga, Mama's Helping Hand.
Got to White Sands and it's like a place out of Ghana.
I've heard so much about the place, but I don't know the place. So when I heard that we'll be coming here, I anticipated a good trip.
My experience at White Sands was nice. I really like the environment. It's really serene.
It's a beautiful place with the coconut trees, with the summer hats and all that. It's a loving place.
Welcome to White Sands, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the beautiful beach resorts in West Africa. White Sands offers friendly form, duly blended with African charm, culture and tradition.
It took 7 years to create, conceive and complete this magnificent piece of paradise, where each architectural design and details speak to their senses.
White Sands Beach Resorts offer new culinary experiences that are exotic yet familiar. The cuisine embraces flavors from countries across the tropical belt to the Mediterranean.
White Sands is White Sands today because they only strive to be among the best. To be among the very best, you would have to compete with the best and in the category and the league of the best. So in today's challenge, you will have to beat one of the top pastry chefs in Ghana today.
We have with us today a celebrity chef whose dish you will have to challenge in order to make it to the next round. He has been doing this for many years. Trust me, it won't be easy for you to do.
Allow me to introduce you to Chef Mike Ramana.
When we met Chef Mike, he looked very calm, very quiet, and then I thought, yay, this is going to be our chef.
I just wish I could find myself wearing the 2-breasted uniform.
I've been working with Chef Mike for quite a long time. He knows how great pastries are made. Today, he will show you one of his expertise, and you will have to make some. Come with us.
Well, contestants, another week and we're coming to the closing of our competition. Today, we have something very unique for you. Let me introduce you to our mystery judge, Jacques Jocolier. He's the operations manager of this beautiful 5-star, 7-star resort hotel at White Sands. And I'd like to introduce you to Chef Mike, who is the pâtissier, the pastry chef, and he is produced a dish, and today you are going to be doing his dish. So Chef Mike, would you like to come up, open your dish, let them have a look at it and let them taste it.
Okay, so I will expect you to do the same. Okay, so I'll give you the recipes, so with the process and everything. So I want the same presentation as much as possible, the taste and the texture. So you will follow me to the pastry. I will teach you how to do it, and then you will have to do it on your own. You can taste.
When I saw the pastry, I was like, wow, was this thing actually done here?
I was like, I just have to put the same thing on plate for the judges.
Taste of Chef Mike's dessert was amazing, especially the way it melts in your mouth.
When I saw the pastry that Chef Mike had prepared, I just thought, I've never baked before, and this is what I'm going to be doing.
Today, you are in the kitchen of White Sands, yeah? And today, Chef Mike is the pastry chef, and you are going to copy his dessert. Do you have his recipes in front of you?
Yes, Chef.
All right. He will be standing there assisting and watching to see that you will present exactly what he wants. He will also come and tell us and see where you have gone wrong technically, because that will be marked down in your composition of score. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Right. Are you ready?
Yes, Chef.
Are you steady?
Yes, sir.
Ghana, let's cook.
Each and every week, we are given different tasks, which we have no idea. By the end of the day, we do our maximum best.
Today is a pastry dish. I have not done a pastry before. Today is going to be my first time.
Remember, it's all about simplicity, but it's very, very technical.
We started with the whisking of the egg, and you could feel the pressure here. You need to get the thing foamy well enough to get a quality product. I got to the kitchen and I said, once somebody was able to do it, and it's a competition and it's a challenge, I should be able to do it. So when we schooled them, the chocolate oozed out, the liquid part, I was like, this is creativity.
The process of making the pastry wasn't so complicated. A lot of the things had been measured. So there was putting the flour and the eggs, whisking it. It was like going to make like a little muffin, but you had to get the timing right, you had to get the technicalities right so that you have the crust there, and then when you split it open, you have the chocolate just oozing out.
So it must have the consistency that you can find.
During the whole challenge, especially for this challenge for me, I took notice of a lot of things because it was, you know, a first time for me baking.
Using the chocolate to make the design was part of the presentation, and the marks presentation also has got its own marks. So if you mess up with the presentation, you might get a correct product, but then you might be below.
23 minutes gone.
You should be very cautious about the timing in the oven, because if it overcooks, then you wouldn't get the correct or the quality you need. The mixture needs only the outside part to get the form the crust to hold the liquid inside. So extra care must be taken when taking it out of the mold, and make sure that you don't mistakenly crush it. Other than that, you've messed everything.
And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm really impressed with you guys today. Huh? Your tulle is perfect. The apple is perfectly sliced. Really nice.
Thank you, Chef. After presenting my dish within myself, I was happy because it's a delicate dish which extra care must be taken. So for me to get to that point and present it that way, I was glad, irrespective of what the judges would say.
Technical was there, okay, you're not a professional, but you've done well.
I'm really lost of words because I wasn't really expecting this from you guys. As we said right back in there, it might take some of 20 years, 15 years plus to really get this done correctly. And coming to the chef for one day or few hours and get it well done, well done.
Your methods, your composition, the way you're working, your structure of working, your technical ability is spot on. Okay, and your presentation today has stepped up a notch or two from the past.
The judges liked my presentation. Chef Gary was like, okay, now I'm growing, now my presentation today is on point.
I like your techniques, your skills, how you make the segment for the orange, how you prepare everything, you peel the orange neat, how you present your plates, a little bit too cook for your chocolate. But presentation wise, very good.
I didn't come this far to lose hope. So once I've got to the last 4 and I'm the only man standing, I should prove to the ladies that I'm not ready to back out now. So I don't believe that I'm going home today.
When I saw my final product, I felt amazed because I had actually been able to bake something that I had just seen and then I had produced it.
Impressed because the first time for me, like, to work with amateur, like to teach with you and to be with you together. But it's good, like I've seen, like, you've learned fast. And the dessert is, as I was saying, like, if you followed properly the techniques and the method I give you, it's just some touch, like maybe you need practice and to get better. I think, like, if you love baking and practicing, perfect chef.
Thank you, Chef.
If I'm allowed to say one thing, on behalf of John and myself, what you have judged today, you've judged people in your eyes who are chefs, okay? What John and myself have seen, we've seen the metamorphosis take place, starting from a moth turning into a butterfly. And seriously, no matter what happens today, I think, and I'm not going to talk for John, but I'm sure we salute you.
Chef Gary was on the whole happy with what we had done today generally, because as he said, we had come into this competition as brand new novices, as moths, that he was happy that we had metamorphosized and we were becoming somewhat of butterflies.
Good, you did very well.
Thank you, Chef.
Mommy, can I help? Can I also help? What is this?
It's Onga.
What does it do?
It's the key to delicious food.
Onga gives any dish such a great taste and unique flavor that every meal is a special treat.
Can I help?
Always when the food is ready.
Onga, Mama's helping hand. And now, Introducing the 50-gram sachet, which gives you more.
Mavis and Charity, you are privileged to be in the White Sands kitchen, and today you are going to be cooking one of his specialty dishes.
Well, we're looking for us to be more creative today. From what you've seen Chef Mike did, or what he has done, you need to come up with exactly what he did. So the passion must really push what we saw today out.
I just want to see the young talents from them and see how they're going to make with the professional one. But we have the professional one with us, and the skills and the presentation and the taste, how we're going to do.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Are you steady?
Yes.
You have 40 minutes to present this dish. Ghana, let's cook.
I'm expecting that today I'll be able to meet up to the challenge that we'll be given.
Baking isn't really my strong point, but it's a competition. They're looking for the best.
The judges expect us to improve upon everything that we've done the previous week. That is what they always look up to.
I'm a bit nervous, but I'm just looking up to, bringing out the best in me.
The process in making the pastry is you have to get your chocolate, your butter, your eggs and sugar, and then your flour. Chef Mike is amazing to be with. He's always ready to help you. Every question that you will ask him, he will answer you, and he even taught us more than...
Chef Mike.
Tell me. Yes.
This is a very technical dessert. It's simple.
Simple.
But it's very technical. So what you're seeing today for the very first time, how do you see what you're seeing? Are you...
I feel like they catch up and they are learning. They are learning. That's what I can see. I think with more practice, they will get better.
With the two mixture, I have to whisk very well. And whisking, it's not an easy thing to do. You feel pains in your arm and all that, but I just have to do it perfectly to get a smooth paste. When I was done with my chocolate, I went straight then to whisk my egg together with my sugar, and then I had to add the chocolate to it.
I asked myself if I would be able to do exactly what he did, but God being so good, I was able to do it.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, the counting now is frightening, you know. Especially when they start shouting, you have 10 minutes to go and then countdown starts. About the eviction, I'm not too scared because it's a competition, and as we go on, some has to drop and then for the competition to continue.
So I've seen you were more confident on what you were doing, and even for the times of baking, it comes to your plate. It was not so far what we have done, and I'm very happy for what you have done.
Very impressive. You seem to have been more relaxed today, doing your own thing. Obviously, everything plus you've got pretty much a good idea of what you're doing, but there's still more room for improvement. Keep it up and well done.
Thank you, Chef John.
You bake, don't you?
Yes, I do.
You like it, it's your passion.
Yes, I do.
I can see that. Yeah, it really showed today. Your presentation was perfect. The way you worked and your composition in the kitchen was very, very well. Your hygiene and the way you worked, everything was well structured. I think you were the only person who cleaned as you go. As you would finish one thing, you went and you dropped it off in the sink, and then you came back and then you worked everything. Okay, so from my side, honestly, well done.
Thank you, Chef Gary.
We feel your passion for the pastry. technical, organized, step by step, moving when finished, moving when finished, moving when finished, and was done.
I felt so great presenting the same thing that he did.
Your technical skills, Charity, are superb. But at the moment, with all due respect, you lack presentation. But your technical skills?
If I end up going home today, that's not the part I just don't want to experience that part. But if it happens that I'm supposed to go home, I just have to be strong.
For you, I feel you are a little bit under pressure, like stressed a little bit, not a little bit sure of what to do. That's what's your weakness today. That's what I have seen.
Confidence I've seen in you coming up today wasn't there. And for me, no matter where you find yourself, there's a love behind what I'm doing. So my confidence must boost, not go down.
Putting my dish on the table myself, I saw it on the plate that I didn't do the piping correctly.
Technically, your skill was on point today, but your presentation has let you down. But nevertheless, yeah, well done to all of you.
The judges were like cutting the cake and then seeing the chocolate melting on the plate. It was a wow.
Your techniques was very fine. The way the muele was standing and liquid inside was very fine. But your presentation was a little bit messed up. The finish wasn't good.
I was expecting to do something better than that. So with their comments, I was a bit down.
So the reactions are,
Yes, people are really loving it. So what do you think? It's the same reaction everywhere. It's official. The food revolution is here. Cooks and households everywhere are scrambling for Onga shrimp cubes.
Are you there?
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Ghana Cooks is also supported by Labadi Beach Hotel, Quality Fest, and Koala Shopping Center.
I think on behalf of all of us, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to give you a round of applause. I'm telling you now that there are pastry chefs who are qualified more than 10 to 15 years, which couldn't do what you guys did today. Technically, it was a very, very difficult dessert. As you know the rules, when I call your names, will the two of you please step forward? Richard, Mavis, step forward. Today, we have changed things around. Nobody is being evicted today. The winner will choose the mystery basket next week and has found himself a place directly into the final and will not cook next week. The winner of today's challenge is Richard.
Today's Richard being called was a different thing altogether, and I think today's bottom two slapped all the previous bottom twos away.
Second to that was Mavis. Well done, guys.
I always say that I wish eviction doesn't come up, and I'm so happy that today there was no eviction.
Today being eviction free, it was kind of like taking me by surprise.
Richard winning this competition for today, it was a long time coming and I think he deserved it.
New talents in the kitchen today, and I'm surprised. In Ghana, we can't get this type of talent. If you continue like that, you're going to be a future career big chef.
On behalf of all of us, Primasido, Onga and Farmers Productions, thank you for letting us film in your most beautiful resort today. Merci beaucoup, monsieur.
You're welcome.
The competition is way beyond keen, but there's still a ray of hope for the remaining four, from whom only one will emerge winner, walking away with a cash prize of 10,000 Ghana cedis, cooking appliances worth over 5,000 Ghana cedis, a 3-month internship with the Labadi Beach Hotel, as well as the bragging rights of the winner of the very first edition of Ghana Cooks. So join us next week as the journey continues. Ghana Cooks, brought to you by Onga, Mama's Helping Hand, Ileleyi, supported by Labadi Beach Hotel, Quality First and Kuala Shopping Center. See you next week.
I'm not going to be evicted. I'm just a step away from the grand prize, 10,000 cedis. Gosh!
I have learned a lot, and I know that that's just a teeny weeny bit of what I am yet to learn.